Welcome back to Movie Reviews by Movie Lovers.
And if you can't tell, it's going to be a dog movie.
Yep, Beverly Hills Chihuahuas. And we really wanted Buster up here for, because he's a Chiweenie. So he has Chihuahua in him. And I'm going to go ahead and say his review so we can let him go. This is a 5 for him as well. 5 paws.
And our rating, 5.
5. Alright. You can probably let him go now.
Oh, let's see if he stays.
He's probably looking for food. Alright, so what we are doing is we're going to do the short review, spoiler alert, long review. So, short. We love this movie because it has dogs. And it has more special meaning to us because we have a Chihuahua, basically a Chiweenie, a Chihuahua mix, in our household. So, this was great, and he's bigger than a Chihuahua, but he's still a Chiweenie. You know?
And if you don't know what a Chiweenie is, it's a mix between a Chihuahua and a Dachshund.
Yep.
A Dachshund is a wiener dog.
Yes.
Or a Mexican hot dog.
Yeah, he's a Mexican hot dog or a German taco. He's so cute. Alright, well...
I think we said enough about Buster.
Yep. So for our review for the shorter, we love the Chihuahuas in it. We love the acting in it. Just the story arc in it is great.
Yeah.
Alright, spoiler alert!
And I don't think that many people know that because it is several... When did this come out anyways?
I don't know, it's an older movie.
Oh, 2009.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen this and you don't want spoilers, please go away.
It is a good movie to see.
Yes.
And there are 2 other movies in the series. And those
Though
are...
I'd prefer the first and the third one compared to the one in the middle. It's a little iffy for me. But they're all great in their own way. Alright, well, you should have left. If you haven't, then you're gonna get spoilers! Alright, so for this movie, I love the German Shepherd in it. The police dog. I love the story that they gave him. He ran away because he felt he wasn't good enough anymore. And kind of at the end, you kind of get this gist, like the cop that was there used to be his partner. That's how it makes you feel. I love the little prissy chihuahua, I can't remember, Chloe. I love her because, you know, she acts like she's a rich person, you know, and by the end she realizes she's a little dog with a big bark.
And it's a nice big bark.
Oh yeah. I mean, even the dog that loves her, Poppy, is just impressed.
He's like, oh my god, I love you even more.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Mufasa, no, don't, no!
Kitty. Come here. Sorry. We may have a dog, but we also have cats, and they have a mind of their own. Hi! I can see your head in this, your tail. Sorry about that, people. He just wants to be a part of everything, and that's just what we are. We are dog people and cat people.
Yeah, the cat is a very curious one, and also very much a terror.
Well, it doesn't help the dog is going after him, too. Alright, so, anything else you like about this movie?
The rat and the iguana are funny.
Oh, yes. I love the fact that the rat's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I had this way before, you know, kind of thing. And they're just like, whatever.
And it also does show the dangers of dog fights, too.
Also, the danger of if you have a very special dog and they find out about it, how your animal could be stolen. I mean, that's sad.
And ransomed if you're rich.
Yeah. A little fight going on, sorry. Other than that, this is a really good, wholesome movie. And any kid could watch this. Any kid. There's nothing sad.
It is PG.
Yeah, which I don't understand. Well, I think it's probably the language and violence. The bad dog is really bad.
It's a Doberman, and it's...
Which are the sweetest dogs if you really train them right.
Yeah, a lot of dogs are characterized wrong.
Hey!
Buster! Leave him alone. Sorry.
We have, our dog really loves Mufasa, the orange tabby that you saw. And he will start fights with him. even though he doesn't need to.
He acts like a cat.
Yeah. But it's okay, we broke it up.
But no, a lot of movies will put dogs in a bad light. Like, pit bulls will be put into a bad light sometimes.
Dobermans,
Rottweilers.
I mean, if you really look at them, and if you guys, look at them on the outside and they're going, oh no, they're vicious dogs. No, they're not. It's the owner behind them. If the owner treats them with disrespect and trains them wrong, the dog is going to end up showing the results of that.
I have one of my siblings owns 2 pit bulls, and they're
the sweetest little dogs ever. Well, they're not little, but I view all dogs that way.
all dogs are puppies to us.
We have a trigger word, apparently. Come on. There we go. I mean, you take him for instance. He's part Chihuahua. He could be vicious, but he's an emotional sport dog. I mean, if we're crying or not feeling well, he'll literally be right there. You'd think with the Chihuahua in him, he would be a terror, but he's not. Go on.
I mean, he can feel the emotion going on in a movie.
Yeah. We've been playing movies, certain ones, and there's dark pieces in it. He will go and hide, or he will be whining because of the tension in the movie. I've never seen a dog do that before. But it all depends on how they're raised. We've had him since he was a puppy, and we raised him and taught him. I mean, there's a few quirks that we have to work out, like him fighting with the cat. But, as long as we give him discipline. I mean, as my mom put it, all dogs are like children. Any pet is like a child. You just have to discipline them the same way. Don't spank them and hurt them, kind of thing. But, I mean, if they need a little smack, be gentle, but tell them what's what, I mean, it's just like a child. Except for they can't talk back.
And our Chihuahua was stubborn when we were trying to potty train him.
And one day, just something clicked in him, and he decided it's time to go outside and go potty. Sorry. I said outside. He likes outside. But that's just any animal. And, like, Chihuahuas and all variety of dogs, even cats. Every animal has its own, attitude. And as long as you treat them with respect, and they'll treat you with respect. Like, there's times where he's been mean to us, and we scold him, and then the next thing I know, I'm telling him, you apologize. And he licks us, and he's apologetic. I mean, it's just like a child. I would do the same thing. But, I mean, I think that's enough talking about animals.
I think so too. We got so derailed that.
But this is what we do. When we talk about movies, we also talk about other things that deal with these movies. So, in all, this movie is a 5. It's great, and any child should watch this. It also gives you a perspective of difference of animals. But, when you look at the bad dog, the only reason why he's bad is because of his owner. No other reason. Other than that, the dog would have been fine.
I'm pretty sure that dog is the sweetest thing. It's just, it's
in the
trained.
movie, it's portrayed as a bad dog, even though it's not Rottweiler.
The owner's probably just like trying to control it from being all goofy.
Yep. But that's a sign of a good trained dog if it can play two parts. Be as sweet as it can be, and also being tough. And that's a good dog. Alright, well, I think we're done with this review. So come back later for another one.
Bye!